Yo, what's going on, guys? Gonna be showing you how to carry on AD Udyr. It is finally viable because they've nerfed AP Udyr while simultaneously buffing AD Udyr's Q and AD Udyr's W by giving it a higher life steal percent per level, and your empowered W doubles that as well. So instead of it being at 15% forever and then your empowered W going up to 30, it gets all the way up to 20%, which makes your empowered W 40% life steal, which is really nice. So if you pop W then Q, you'll be healing a crap load. So for your runes, take Conk, Triumph, Tenacity, Last Stand, Conditioning, Revitalize with attack speed 18 armor. Prep your Q so you can auto, Q, auto, empowered Q, auto. It's really important level 1 since you don't have that much damage starting out, that you stagger out your attacks this way. Because every time you use an ability, your next two auto attacks will have increased attack speed and whatnot. So basically, AD Udyr shreds an insane amount of max health damage to where you can burst people down super fast. It basically ends up being that your empowered Q does 40% of their max health pretty much instantly in the mid game. So you can catch a lot of people off guard with that. Here I didn't bother to smite it because our R was up. I should say our passive was up, so I felt we might as well just use it. We're gonna pop R into Q here. The reason why you go for your R is because you're gonna need the slow for team fights a lot of the time. On top of that, it's really useful for clearing your camps in the early game, to where it's a bit of a mistake not to have it. I'm not going to pop passive here because this camp's almost dead as is. We'll go ahead and leave that. We'll get our W. We'll WQ here. And then empowered R. Against multi-target camps, you pretty much always empowered R. Against single target camps, it's always an empowered Q. Your Q has way more single target damage than your R. Your R has more AoE damage than your Q. Pretty simple. We're going to W into Q to heal. Whenever you pop W for the next 4 seconds, you get that increased life steal. So you pretty much always W then Q if you have the option, especially when you're low on health. If you're not low on health, obviously you don't have to W first, but if you are low on health, it's really nice to do that. We still have 2 smite charges. That's kind of funny. I didn't bother using it on the Gromp. Udyr clears so healthy if you get a point in his W, so it's not really that necessary. We did basically a 315 here, and we still have a smite charge. I'm pretty happy with that time. We'll push out for gank or push out for scuttle. We'll go in for this Riven. Our passive's on cooldown, which sucks, but she's up really far. We get her with the stun into our Qs here. Down she goes. Nasus didn't get his plus 12 off of her. It's whatever, though. She's not going to be able to play the game anymore very soon. The scuttle is already down. Lee Sin popped the plant north. I think bot scuttle should be up. Our passive's up, so we can destroy Fizz. In a perfect world, your passive will always be up when you go in for a gank. That's not the reality, though. On Udyr, as long as you can come up behind them, lead them with your E, stun them into an RQ, and they'll get destroyed. I don't really want to burn my passive on this. We can take it so fast as is that if a champion comes up or if I decide to gank, I'd rather have my passive instead of taking the Scuttle Crab 1.5 faster. I'm going to pop R into Q, into empowered Q, into W, back into R. Udyr doesn't have to reset very early. Now, with that being said, certainly not bad once you can afford your Lucidities or your Swifties. Generally, you're going to tier 2 boot rush on Udyr. I see Lee Sin's top side. I certainly can't get there in time, so instead I'm going to invade his jungle and make him suffer dearly. We're going to pop R immediately here into Q. And I'm going to double R this since it is Raptor camp. Want to be able to clear that nice and quick. You want to max your Q first, W second, and you're not going to get any more points into your R. Their minions just saw me, so they're going to collapse on me here in a second. Lee Sin, if he's smart, he'll stay on the map and invade my side of the jungle. Oh, they're not collapsing. They clearly weren't paying attention, or they just don't care. They probably can't kill me, though, since it's just a Jhin, realistically. I'm not going to pop passive. Oh, actually, I just did on accident. Double tapped my R. We could potentially dive them here. They're full HP, though, so it's not going to be very easy. And these are low-damage champions, Sivir, Nami. If it was a Leona Draven, we might look for it. Against their team, I'm not thinking Swifties would be very useful. I'd rather have Lucids. First item rush, Divine's actually really good. The reason why Divine's so strong for Udyr is basically it gives you a lot of armor penetration and magic penetration, which is really nice. since Udyr has a lot of magic damage, even on his Q. Your empowered Q has a lot of max health damage and magic damage, and then obviously your R is full magic damage. So Divine Sunder feels really, really nice on him. After Divine Sunder, you have a lot of options. You can look for Bork, you can look for Titanic. You can even play AD Udyr by still going for Sunfire Rush into something like Titanic, similar to a Warwick can do. AD Udyr has a lot of options. The main thing that's going to differentiate an AD Udyr between an AP Udyr is AD Udyr is going to max Q first. AP Udyr only gets 1 point in Q. AD Udyr is the opposite. AD Udyr only gets 1 point in his R. So yeah, he did invade our Raptors and he didn't finish it. That's fine. We're going to invade him here again. We're going to pop R into double Q. And W. We're not going to be using many empowered Rs anymore because we only have 1 point in our R, so it's not doing too much damage. It's better to just use our Q at this point. Gonna pop Q for the attack speed and a stun scuttle, take off its shield. R into double Q. I would like to kill the Lee Sin in his jungle here. Those wards slowed us down a lot. I don't think he realized that his camp's gone. He had to flash. That's hilarious. I had taken his Krugs and he didn't realize it. I'll be taking these. Yeah, he lost a lot. For how long he lingered topside, he lost out on a lot of CS. I want Malzahar to go back mid though and shove. I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he's afraid of the Fizz or something. I don't want to just sit there and hold his Tinkler while he tinkles though. It's a waste of my time. Could be farming camps. He should be farming his lane. Riven shoving topside. We've been doing a lot of AFK farming. The only thing that's gankable is topside, and we're so far away from it right now. You can definitely take blue Gromp same time, even on AD Udyr. AD Udyr has such good single target burst. You guys will be seeing that here in the mid game. It's really nasty. Lee Sin's kind of bot side right now. Make sure you're spamming your E to get around the map. Makes you a lot faster of a champion. After Divine, we're going to be looking for Bork. We can go for Death Stance, Force to Nature, Deadman's. We can, like, Trinity Force is certainly viable on AD Udyr. I'm not a huge fan of it, though. We'll pop Q for more attack speed. I don't have top prio. I should just start this, I think. Okay, no, it's a terrible idea. My mid laner's backing. Alright. We'll go for red wraps. I'm scared to invade their jungle because Fizz has so much prio and he's incredibly fed. And I don't really know where he's at right now. It's spooking me a little bit. I don't want to mess with him right now. I would prefer not to. Yeah, he gets a kill bot side. I don't want to start Herald. Riven has prio. There's really nothing for us to gank right now. This is a bit of a slow game. Looks like they are diving Sivir. I could head down there. Hey, look at that. I assume this is warded. I'm going to ghost for it. E. Blue Smite. To empower Q. We almost killed him. And he even burned heal. I think he might have flashed too there. I'm kind of tired, so I'm not seeing things properly. Absolutely chunked him. Look at our items too. Nearly killed him. Pretty happy with that. Lee Sin's top side. We'll go ahead and take Dragon. Qmax Udyr is definitely better at soloing objectives. Turrets, Dragons, Heralds, Barons, that type of thing. Because your Q per level gets extra attack speed 10%. Plus your empowered Q has really good single target damage. The AD Udyr jungles win rates are actually getting higher than the AP Udyr jungles. It's very interesting. AP Udyr jungle has been better for so long. Even the pre-reworked Udyr, AD Udyr was kind of just not worth it, but times have changed. We're gonna pop Q straight into our W, or I should say, we're gonna pop R straight into our Q. What am I saying? I'm gonna go ahead and finish clearing this camp. I'm taking so many of his camps, I might as well. Yeah, I mean, Fizz is still full HP. I'm glad I didn't show up. Not only would I probably not be able to kill him, but I might just end up dying if their jungler shows up if he's nearby. Malzahar is getting destroyed by him. Go ahead and leave base. And look for a gank. It's probably be top side here. At least in Light Herald way too early mid. He's not going to be able to take it. Max Q first, W second, E third, and don't really put any points in your R after the... You have 1 point in at level 2. R into Q. Your R has more range than your Q, so against monsters, a lot of the time you just R then Q to maximize your damage output. And then we'll E away. Yeah, you didn't get turret. Big surprise there. Massive shocker. We're breaking so many wards this game. Why are these guys warding so much? Very peculiar. Fizz is most likely going to come top, try to save his Riven. I'm going to force her to run all the way back. I see. What is she doing? She's just wasting so much time. She can't even, like, is she actually going to go back topside here? I'm going to hold it. Yeah, oh, she's greeting so hard. She's dead. Alright, we got an assist. We didn't really do anything though. We'll take it. She's so greedy for that. She really doesn't want to lose resources to this Nasus, I suppose. We have a decent amount of CS. We just have really low KP right now. Lee Sin shouldn't be a full item. My pass is on cooldown, so I don't necessarily want to fight him here. If my passive was up, I would try to one-shot him. Down it goes. We can look for another... Well, maybe we should just back for Divine Sunder, actually. It's never bad to get a full item. Malzahar is going to want a gank. I don't know if he can take one, though. This is so fed. Malzahar has a complete item somehow. I'm going to E Ghost for this. Get them stun on Lee Sin. I'm going to hit him with double R. Blue Smite. Down he goes. We're on Ghost extensions. Fizz is going to be really faster. He's going to dash to a minion. Big surprise. I'm so surprised, dude. I don't know where their bot lane is. I got to run this way. I don't want to get collapsed on by them. Down he goes. And we live because Triumph very strong. I think Fizz might have burned Flash for that. What a goofball. He didn't even kill me. We're healing so much. It's nuts. Look at that healing. Might still be able to solo Lee Sin if he ran over here, but he's not doing it. Instead, he's going mid. I guess I'll go run mid real quick. We'll E. Give me the blue smite. Give me the blue smite. Oh, it's disgusting. He actually gets away. Fizz is going to come round me up here in a second. Yeah, this is exactly what I was worried about. I just got to keep running. Later, Fizz. You ding dong. Oh, that's so lame. Jhin was there. Divine Sunder. Really hard to chase down a Lee Sin when his camps are up. Just flip-flops around. Very cheesy. Against their team, I'm feeling a Force of Nature or Dead Man second. Some kind of tank item. Titanic wouldn't be bad either. I'm down for Titanic. Gives a lot of AD. HP solid for Udyr W. HP works quite well with that. HP 80 on hit. I'll take it. As a team, we are catching back up. Malzahar might be 0-4, but he does have a CS lead, so we're not as far behind as it seems. They do have a dragon now. It's kind of annoying. It's going to delay our soul. And to double Q. Slowly but surely, we'll run him down with our ER. Hey, friend. Big Lee Sin R, but they die anyways. They think they can hide underneath turret. That's cute. Please tell me he doesn't get away from me. Down he goes. Holy crap. The Q auto attack extension range is kind of nuts. They added that. Oh, it's part of his Q buff. We were able to reach him there. Good later, Riven. She disappeared. Holy moly. That was spicy. Alright, let's go heal up on something. Only downside to W max second is you're so much slower off of your E. Like right now, we could be moving 44% instead of 30%. Once again, if you are low on health, you generally want to W then Q. We're healing so fast anyways, though. Blast for 4 seconds. There we WQ and get all of our health back. And yes, we are already full HP, but you get the point. We have Ghost up. We're going on my Nasus. I gotta get over there. We need to keep our passive up. I'll Ghost for this. Stun on the Fizz and a double Q. Down he goes. I'm on Ghost extensions. Get another point in our W. Down goes the Lee Sin. And that's probably GG's. I don't think they can come back from that. We have a lot of scaling on our team, and the Fizz, Lee Sin, and Riven all fall off pretty hard. I'll go for a Herald. We'll try to wrap this game up pre-25. If we can end pre-25, or if they surrender pre-25, then we'll do a part 2. Some 80 Udyr action. So to give you perspective of how much max health damage our Q is doing, for our first 2 autos after activating Q, it is doing 14% max health damage on I believe both of them. Or if it's empowered, it is 20% on both, plus 14% max health damage as magic. So in theory, our Q right now, besides base damage, is doing 40% max health, 55% max health damage plus base. That is a lot of damage for this early in the game. Very high. Udyr's next 2 attacks in the standstill, a bonus 15% max health damage. Still a bonus. So I assume that means both of the attacks. And when it says attacks, it's referring to autos. League of Legends stopped using that word. League of Legends started treating auto attacks like how Taiwan's treated, not as a real thing. I don't know why they did that, but they decided to at some point. It's just like how companies make their logos simpler and simpler to where you can't even tell what it is. They oversimplify until it's too obscure. Oh, I'm out of position. I gotta get out. Take it, Lee Sin. Do it. Yeah, he knows. Woo! That's some damage. Come on, boy! Ooh, look at that damage. Going to the E. Oh, that's some damage right there. Holy moly. Me gusta. We do have Herald. We could look for the end here. But I am really enjoying that. That feels super, super nice. How do you guys feel about AD Udyr? Let me know down in the comments below. I've played a whole lot of AP Udyr. I played a little bit less AD Udyr. I like both though. I see both kind of having a place in my heart. And yeah, they quit. So we'll go ahead and do a part 2. I'll see you guys there. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to part 2 of AD Udyr in the jungle. A quick refresher: his Q now does more damage, his W gives more life still, and his R is weaker. So if there's ever a time to play AD Udyr, it is now, and AD Udyr's win rates certainly reflect it. They've caught up and even started to surpass the AP Udyr win rate. So we got our ward down. Diana's not going to be able to invade our jungle very easily. It looks like she's going to get a ward down of her own. We can easily solo her. She's insane if she thinks she can fight on my red buff. She's actually crazy. Udyr with the Q level 1's pretty good for this type of thing. Our clear is going to get messy. That's for sure. It's best to start with a leash on your bot side for fastest clear possible, but with Diana did, kind of forced our hand. So we'll run auto, Q auto into empowered Q, and we'll make it work. We have a cheesy TF top side. I'm going to try to get to that fight. Or at the very least, I would like to invade the Diana there, if possible. I think I'm actually just going to go ahead and grab my W, since I'm about to take more single target camps here. Might as well. Oh, he took her blue. That's brutal for Diana. I wonder if she knows that he took that. If she doesn't, she might actually come back to this area. We're going to pop W into Q, into empowered Q, back into W. W is a bit better than your R for this type of situation where you don't get a leash and you're going to be taking single target camps like this. If you're going to take any multi-target camps, I was planning on just doing blue Gromp for a quick level 3. Wasn't really intending on doing wolves without my R. Diana may or may not invade us. I don't know if she knows that we're even over here. We'll see. She's pretty far behind. That was a very bizarre Diana cheese. Diana's level 1 isn't even particularly good to be doing stuff like that. Not like it's an Aatrox or an Ashe or something that's just insanely strong. So we're in a weird spot now where we don't have our R. We're going to have to run for our E and make it work. Not going to be able to gank without it. Don't know if Diana's in my jungle. We'll go ahead and check it really quick. Make sure she's not sleuthing around. All right, that's cool. We can play for double scuttle with that information. Hey, Diana. What are you doing, my guy? What are you doing, Diana? You're both going to die for this. You can't fight AD conquer Udyr like this. And goodbye. Wow. Why are these guys playing so aggro? It's kind of weird. Boy, oh boy. Last game, we didn't get any early game action, and all we're getting this game is early game action. What a game. We're going to have a really good first item back. Plus, we're going to get double scuttle. Normally, you should go Q into R, then W, then E for your initial levels. We only did QWE because it was a very weird circumstance. That is the only reason why. Go ahead and pop our passive R for this, since it is the Raptor camp, of course. Hit it with our R again. We'll cross over. We'll take Wolves, Blue Gromp, same time. Then we'll look for a reset, push topside for gank. I'm not a big fan of gank convert TF. This is more of an 80 on hit TF though, so we should be able to take a gank quite a bit better than just an early game corruption potion style TF would be able to take. It's going to have consistent auto attack damage output. We should really be taking these at the same time. We're kind of low on mana, but we're getting 12 back per second, so Diana is only 12 CS because she missed out on a lot of her camps. They might actually be trying to do Dragon right now, which is way too early since she doesn't have any items. She's going to get very low off that. I'm going to hold on to passive. We're going to need it. We are going to need it. I don't want to pop plant. I don't want them to know that I know. She's going to be getting very low in there. Trying to E into her. She's going to die for it. She has no way to live. Kind of hilarious. She dies. I'm gonna hold on to empowered Q to try to smite this, since I don't actually have smite up. That was just a very unfortunate mistake for her to make. As a jungler, you absolutely shouldn't be forcing dragons after the relatively recent durability buffs a couple of patches ago. Dragons are much tankier. You'll be taking a lot of damage, especially if you don't have items. It's going to take way too long. For our boots, I'm kind of feeling the Swifties this game. I want to go fast. Lucids are good, but Swifties are also good. We'll be pushing for Divine Sunder as well. With how high Divine Sunder's win rate is on Udyr, it really should have it as a recommended item at this point. I think before probably less than 2 weeks, it'll start showing up a lot more on the recommended item build because more people will know about it. It is quite powerful. Took that super fast. We'll be looking for the Scuttle Crab. Whenever you're ahead, you want to be able to press your lead by invading the enemy jungler and pushing them off of neutrals and whatnot. That's what we're going to try to do here. Keep the pressure on her. We'll also stick our control ward inside of her jungle. I don't want to burn my passive on Scuttle since we're about to kill the Diana. That would be a huge waste. Right when she's able to see us, we'll pop our E, Ghost. We're going to hit her with Empowered Q and shred her down. I think she actually got the blue buff, but it didn't really do anything for her. She had nowhere to go, so she just figured she would take that before she died. We're on Ghost extensions. We'll go ahead and cross over and try to take as much as we possibly can. The only two boots you go on Udyr 9 out of 10 times is Swifties and Lucids. Those are by far his best boots. They're also his cheapest ones. Udyr's relatively tier 2 boot reliant due to his lack of mobility as a whole, especially since you don't really Emax much on Udyr jungle at this point. Wmax is so much better with it being buffed for the lifesteal on 80 Udyr. Diana should have been over here. She very well made a rage quit at this point, so just in case, we'll go ahead and start it. I don't want to be sitting here for a long time waiting for her to show up and then she just doesn't show up. Taking that. And I'm going to cross back over for my own red buff. Passive's on cooldown, but we'll get it quickly off of him. That was not a good stun. We're not going to be able to kill him. He popped his ghost. He started moving really fast. We don't have that many items, though. We did quite a bit of damage. He was full health there and chunked him super hard. We could actually run through a stun. If he put it on us to begin with, we could have empowered E and went straight through it. That would have been really funny. With Udyr's empowered E, you can't be hard CC'd while it is active. Now, if you're CC'd already and then you go to activate it, it's too late. It doesn't cleanse CCs that are already on you. It just cleanses ones that are activating during its duration and whatnot. We'll be resetting soon. We'll reset for full Divine Sunder, so I guess about 600 more gold. Go ahead and EM into double Q and R. Got him with Blue Smite as well. Should be able to run him down, and down he goes. Ripperoni Yorick. I've been seeing these weird arcane comments on Aatrox and Yorick top lately. I don't know why. I'm seeing it on both of them, though. I don't think they even buffed that Keystone. It's a weird thing. Zoom out of here. Keep putting points in our W for the lifesteal. Pop R into Q against monster camps. You don't really need to stun monster camps. It's more valuable to get your R up. Last for 4 seconds. Shred them into your Q. Because there is a cooldown between it'll let you spam your ability. So by getting your R up, even if you lose a second or two, because it's not quite within range of the monsters, you can immediately get your Q up at that point. I think Diana actually rage quit here. That's kind of funny. Rest in pepperonis, Diana. If you want to play a cheese jungler, Diana is not that jungler. Her level 1's not that good. Her level 2 is meh. She's really more of a level 3 type of jungler. I think their Syndra support quit as well. That's kind of wonky. Syndra support's not even bad is the funny thing. They just got caught up on that dumb dragon call. What a game. Time to reset for Divine Thunder. We could wait for Trist. I don't feel like it though. Plus Draven's backing. If I was full Divine Thunder, I could kill her pretty easily between turrets. TF went for Herald. He's trying to wrap this game up. Oh, Diana isn't AFK. It's just the Syndra. Seems to have rage quit. We'll go for Dragon. We can take it super fast. Q max. Teemo's thinking about starting it. Wait, I just realized my bot lane's 0 and 5. Why would Syndra rage quit? This is not adding up. Didn't realize my bot lane was losing so hard. Hey, Tristana. She actually timed that really well. Wait, she still had R? What is going on here? She had everything. Oh, hey, Diana. And goodbye, Diana. And the blue smite E. And the double Q. And we are out of there. Yeah, that's probably it. Syndra gave up, I guess. I don't know why. They were doing well bot lane, relatively speaking. I think our comp's terrible. We have TF top, Teemo support. I don't know why people would pick that, but they did. Guess they're looking to have fun because it's late at night, so people are picking weird stuff. So I noticed the most toxicity and the worst champion picks is it's at 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. in the morning. It's so jank. Absolute clown fiesta. If you're looking for the most consistent gaming experience, you should play around 3 p.m. to kind of 10 p.m. That's the sweet spot. At least from my personal experience, I find that to be the most pack style players, most predictable. The later you go in the night, some of the people in the group get more mentally unstable because they're tired. And plus, you have to keep in mind, there's people who are on medication for different stuff. And medication only lasts a certain amount of time, so I assume that wears off at some point towards the end of the day. So people aren't on their... When I say people, I'm referring to a fraction of people aren't on their best behavior at this time of night. Where is Diana? I want blood. What is this a server issue? Yasuo just DC'd? Am I gonna get DC'd here? This is weird. That is very strange. Alright, let's go get Scuttle. It's time. We'll also go ahead and do a Udyr top lane video. I think 80 Udyr top is actually viable right now. I'll have to double check. The Yorick, you are in trouble. Auto attack Q reset. Bada boom, down he goes. Beautiful. Shredded. Yeah, let's keep playing for dragons. We're pretty close to soul already. We have the most kills on our team on 80 Udyr. Freaking hilarious. E into double Q. Down he goes. Why, Yasuo? Why? Don't give Diana gold. I guess we're trying to speed run this. Team's playing crazy. If I throw my gold, they could unironically come back 1,000 gold. I really do like the way that feels. It's really nice. Hey, friend. He doesn't do that much damage to us. We're pretty tanky. I'm a little surprised they're trying to extend this particular game. TF turns. He's trying to kite it out. I don't really want to fight though. I'm not even... I need to spend my gold is the thing. Down he goes. Alright, let's see if we can get out. I was trying to get TF out. I was on a go, so I figured I could run past him and slow them with my R, which is exactly what we did. Goodbye, Victor. And goodbye, York. Our Q autos are hitting heavy right now. We'll pop W into Q. Get back some health. Interesting. I guess we're going to end this pre-20. Don't mind if I do. It's funny because our AD carries 0 and 2 and he has 200 gold shutdown. Riot, change the way shutdown gold works. If someone's 0 and 2 with 2 assists, they should not have shutdown. That should be impossible. It's not even that high CS. It's absurd. Bonk. Down she goes. The bonks off the Divine Sunder are actually hilarious. Got double inhib. We're taking these a bit on the early side. Yeah, we'll go for a Herald and end. I want to spend my gold. We'll wrap this up. We'll grab Titanic into a Winged Moon plate. Bork is certainly good on AD Udyr. It's just a bit of a different build than what we're running. We're running more of a Bruiser Burst build rather than a AD Shredder build. Problem with the AD Shredder build is you're really squishy. If you go for Trinity Bork, you're so freaking squishy. But with Divine into Titanic, you're incredibly tanky. And I like that a lot. Being tanky feels good. Sorry, TF. Pop what Udyr's gonna take. Let's just group and end. No reason to drag this out. Looks like Syndra's buying and selling items. Someone must have made her mad, said something to her. Her ego activated. The League of Legends version of Road Rage. Boom, boom. He's dead. Oh, he lived. That's a crime. Oh, we got this. We will take this victory pre-20 whether they like it or not. Come on, Shelly, do the thing. Yes, Shelly, yes. And that is it, guys. That is the power of AD Udyr Jungle. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is King6. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.